We're all aware it's Natasha Denona today that we're reviewing. Sometimes I wish these had a mirror because I'm always like looking through this clear plastic trying to like see my eyeshadow. I don't know how to describe it, to be honest. How do they describe it? Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a review and tutorial using the Natasha Denona Holiday Bundle. So if you guys want to find out what's included in the Natasha Denona Holiday Bundle and how they perform and if they're worth purchasing, then keep on watching. In the Holiday Bundle you get the Natasha Denona, well obviously this is, we don't think we have to say the brand name. We're all aware it's Natasha Denona today that we're reviewing, but it's the mini Zendo palette. I love these mini palettes because they are an option for those of you that maybe don't have the money to spend $170 on, you know, the big palettes. It's really nice that she offers smaller versions. You still get a taste of her formula and you get to try the quality of her shadows, but then you also get to not spend so much money. This is $25 US, 33 Canadian. I just wanted to point out that this is not sponsored. This was not sent to me. I purchased this with my own money. This is the Zendo palette. I have swatched it already, so I apologize for the fingerprints in the shadows, but that is the palette. It is really, really beautiful. I actually really like the color scheme of this one, and from Swatches, they're incredible. I will have swatches of all the products at the end of the video. I also got the I Need a Nude Glow. So this is the highlight in the holiday collection. So I Need a Nude is the kind of name of the collection. So it's all pretty nude themed. This is what the highlight looks like. You get 8 grams. So it's a pretty large highlight. And I've gotten her cheek palettes before. It's much larger than, because the cheek palettes come with quads, but this is much larger than the actual pans in the cheek palettes. This retails for $42 US. It is a multi-dimensional metallic highlighting powder with high shine finish. It's formulated with a velvety smooth texture of the Impact Powder formula. Which is in the tan cheek palette, which I actually absolutely love. It's so finely milled and creamy, so I'm really hoping that this is the same. It's comfortable, lightweight, long wearing, leaving the skin radiant, glowing all day, and it's suitable for all skin tones. It is described as a nude champagne, so we will see how that color actually turns out. Also got both lipsticks from the collection, which is the last part of the collection. So the first one is called Maria. It's 30 NP. I really like the packaging on this. I like the rose gold kind of nude bronzy packaging. That is what the actual lipstick looks like. It's a beautiful nude shade. This collection is like made for me. I absolutely love nude everything, like especially nude lipstick. So this is like made for me, I swear. So these are supposed to be 2 universally flattering shades. This one is a light rosy nude with a neutral pink undertone. And then this one here must be the darker one because the packaging is more of like a darker brown, bronzy, coppery packaging. And then that bullet there, an actual lipstick. That one that I just showed you is called Andrea 10NB, and they describe it on the website as a light nude beige with a neutral beige undertone. So there's more of like a rosy pink neutral undertone, and then there's a more beige neutral undertone. So we will definitely test those. I also got 2 other things. I got the Natasha Denona blush duo. I got it in palette number 6, pretty neutral. And then I got one of her chromium liquid eyeshadows. Maybe we'll pop this on the top of the eye just to make things fun. We'll see if it goes. I've been really actually super excited to try. Everything about the packaging is metallic and duochromy and like just incredible. I'm really pumped about it. We'll see if we're gonna use that today. I'm not sure, but I wanted to show you what I got. It's almost like a mini haul. You can get the whole bundle, and I'll just refresh your memory because I added a couple extra things there from the package. So it's the eyeshadow palette, the full-sized highlighter, and the 2 lipsticks. If you want the whole thing, you can buy it as a bundle for $100 US. So you do save some money, around $20, I believe, if I did the math right in my head. So if you buy it from Natasha Denona and you are in Canada, you do have to pay duty. I had to pay duty on this. I just wanted to let you guys know that you will have to pay duty. Weigh out what would be cheapest for you, whether you were to buy it off of like Beautylish or Sephora. Let's get down to testing this stuff out. Let's do eyes first. I'm going to put on my MAC paint pot. So I'm gonna take the shade Bare, which is that one right there, the lightest matte shade. I'm gonna take it on a Morphe E27. I'm gonna focus it on the crease, but I am going to blend it into the lid a little bit and up into the brow bone. This is kind of just gonna set a base for the shadow, carve out that crease. I do have to make one little comment. The matte, especially the matte shadows from Natasha Denona, do kick up quite a bit of product. Do you see that there? But if you just tap off your excess, it's really no big deal. And they are such beautiful mattes. They really are just creamy and blendable and very pigmented. So I brought it up quite high just because it is such a light color, and then that kind of will be somewhat a transition shade for us. So laying down that blend and just gonna blend the other shades into it. Okay, so now that we have that base laid down, I'm gonna go into the shade Uncovered, which is like a dusty rose, but a little bit peachier. I'm gonna take my shadow blending brush from Smashbox and dip into that shade there, and I'm gonna fit that right into the crease. Like, look how pigmented that is, and it's just like, it already looks so perfectly blended, and I haven't even started to blend it out yet. If you're not one to go out and spend a ton of money on an eyeshadow palette, I think these little guys are perfect for you because they are a more reasonable price point. I mean, yeah, you only get 5 shadows, it's still $25. But if you are into more high-end product and you'd like to try something from Natasha Denona, these are the way to go. And then I'm gonna just take that fluffy brush again and blend out those edges. So now let's go ahead and play with these metallics. I am going to use this darker one in the crease. Some people don't really like to use metallics in the crease, but I think that you can use metallics, especially ones like this where they're not super, like, I will swatch it for you. They're not super metallic. It has a beautiful sheen, like burgundy plummy shade. And so I think when you use like a fluffier brush and you're not packing it on, you're gonna get less of the shimmer and more of the color. I think this is gonna look beautiful in the crease. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with having fun and throwing some metallics in your crease. It can sometimes turn out to be a beautiful look. And I'm gonna bring it into the lower, like the outer corner. So it's going into the crease beautifully. I think that that looks really nice. Sometimes I wish these had a mirror because I'm always like looking through this clear plastic trying to like see my eyeshadow. I'm just gonna take that original fluffy brush with some of the dusty rose kind of peachy corally shade, and I'm just gonna use that like ever so lightly, barely touching my skin, and I'm just going to circular motions, a little bit of back and forth motions, trying to build up and smoke out that crease without bringing it up right to the brow bone. I don't want to bring it up much higher. I just kind of want to blend that edge out a little bit and then just kind of sweep it up a little bit into the brow bone so that it has that kind of gradient seamless effect. I am just going to go in with my finger right here. I'm just going to use the brush to kind of soften the edge here. Perfect. And that, you know what, that shape would be perfect for a smoky eye. You could like put that dark plummy shade all over your lid and then just like blend it out into the brow bone with this like dusty rose shade, and it would be stunning. But I think we need some brightness up in here. We're gonna brighten up the lid. So you get a more silver metallic and then a more rosy pink. I don't know how to describe it, to be honest. How do they describe it? It's a medium coral with a light bronze shift. That's that metallic. It's not quite as bright as I thought it was going to be. It's one of their duochromes, and that's why, because it does have a shift and you can see it, especially in person. You just like get it in the light and it has this beautiful like bronzy gold like shift. Let's do that all over the lid. pretty, but it's subtle. Like, I like that in some lights you don't like see so much shine and metallic, but then in some lights you catch that light and it's like bam. Let's just see how bright and how pigmented this silver is. You know what, that would almost be beautiful in the inner corner. And I think just for the fun of it, why don't we pop this chromium liquid shadow just like on the lid a little bit. So I'm gonna use a brush and pop that silver, and I'm just gonna pull it into the lid as well. Let's use the silver up in the brow bone, blend it out, because we're super extra like that. I'm gonna pop this on too. Now this one, I got it in Infra Nude, and I think that it will go. I do think it will go. So this comes in 5 different shades. So basically what these are is they're show-stopping liquid eyeshadows that feature intense trio chrome pigments, each providing water-rich jelly texture with fresh, hydrating feel while leaving an unparalleled multi-chrome finish. The multi-dimensional color experience is given by the innovative silica-based pearlescent pigments with color travel properties, i.e. color changing at different angles due to light reflection. So they actually have, it's not duochrome where, you know, in one light it'll look gold, in the other light it'll look like pink, but it actually has triochrome. So this one has nude, burgundy, and a greenish gold. And then it also comes in dragonfly, which is fuchsia, bronze, and the greenish gold. There's dogbane, which is warm red, golden bronze, and the greenish gold. And then there's scarab, which is green, gold, and blue. And then there is ultraviolet, which is violet, gold, and green. And I'm gonna just pop that on the lid here. I'm gonna just start small because I never know how these are gonna blend out. And I'm just gonna kind of tap the edges, blend them into the existing eyeshadow. Ooh, that's incredible. Ooh, I'm so glad I tried that. I honestly think that is absolutely incredible. The edges look a little bit like messy. So I'm gonna go in with that burgundy and lay it like over top just to kind of blend that in. Ooh, and it did a perfect job. See, this is my biggest issue typically with liquid shadows is when they dry, sometimes they can look like crusty and messy and they don't like blend like a matte, like an actual powder shadow would. And then sometimes when you blend like powder shadows over top, it actually makes things look crustier and more dry and worse. Whereas this, the powder is just blending right in. I'm obsessed. I love it. I think that's so, so pretty. A little bit of that under here as well. Hopefully that looks okay. And I'm gonna use a brush. I think that looks okay. And then I'm just gonna take this brush and take that metallic burgundy plum and blend that, kind of connect it to that liquid shadow I put on the lower lash line already. Now I'm just gonna take my big fluffy brush with this one here, which is uncovered, and kind of smoke that out a little bit. Oh my goodness, I'm literally obsessed. I think it's gonna also look even better once I have you know, liner and mascara on. I am gonna put a winged eyeliner and mascara, and I will come right back and we will move on to the next product. All right, so I'm really happy with the way that all of those eye products worked. I really love this eyeshadow palette. I think that it offers the ability to create different looks even within such a small palette. You know, you can go smoky with that dark shadow using it in different ways. You can just stay with the lightest shades. You can pop that fun, really bright silver metallic on wherever, whether it's the inner corner or the lid, or you can go with the more natural duochrome metallic. So it's just, you have so many options, and I do really, really like that. I'm obsessed with this. I think it created such a stunning lid shade, and it just took the look to like a new level. So I will be using this and probably trying out more of her liquid shadows in the future. So moving on, I have the next product from the holiday bundle, and that's the highlight. I'm first gonna just pop on some blush from this one. I'm gonna go into, let's start with this one here, which is Sheer Nude. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of the darker one, which is Plum. And I'm just gonna focus it on the outer, like upper cheekbones, just to darken it a little bit. Let's bring the excess into the apples of the cheeks, and that's good. Now I'm gonna take the highlight. So when you swatch it, so it says it's a nude champagne, and I do definitely think mostly champagne, but it does have a hint of gold in there. Like I'll show you really, really close up. You see that? There's just a little bit of a gold undertone to it, but it really honestly is super champagne-y. I think the description fits. I guess we'll just have to see how it goes on. Oh, that's stunning. And I love this formula because it's so finely milled. It's so like light reflecting and beaming, but you can use it more moderate, like use less of it, and you can really just manipulate it however you want. I like it beaming, so I'm gonna go for that look, but it's such a stunning highlight. It's not powdery at all. It's very smooth on the skin. I love the shade. When I look at it on the skin, it looks pretty similar to the swatch. It's like a nude champagne, so it does have, it's not super icy. It's maybe a bit of a warmer champagne. I think that's where the gold undertone kind of comes through. But it's not gold. I would not describe it as gold. I would describe it as champagne with it's just not like the iciest champagne. So it depends on, you know, what you're looking for. So yeah, I would say formula wise, I'm over the moon about it. I already loved the formula, and I think that the shade is like perfect for me personally. So I'm really happy with this one. And then the last thing is the lipsticks. Okay, so I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If let's say you are interested in the whole bundle, so these are the two lipsticks. When you look at them from far away, they basically look identical, but when you do look at them up close, you see in Maria a lot more of that pink, and then you do see in Andrea more of that kind of yellow undertone, like the more beige-iness. So I do see where she was going with that. So I would just definitely look into what undertone you want. If you want the whole bundle, I mean, yeah, they are different enough, but they're pretty similar. So if you know, don't want to spend $50 on lipstick, I would say you could get away with picking one. Like, I don't think you absolutely have to have both just because the colors are so similar. I don't know which one I want. I'm gonna use both. I'm gonna do Andrea, and then I'm gonna do Maria right in the center, just because it has that pink, it's a little bit brighter. I'm just gonna quickly line my lips. I'm gonna use the lip liner by Kylie Cosmetics in Bare. Okay, so now I'm going in with Andrea. And then I think if we put Maria, I don't think I needed to use both, but we're going to. They have like the most amazing, delicious smell. They're so creamy, they're pigmented, they're comfortable. They're really nice lipsticks. I love, 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 love these. I think that the lipstick shades tie beautifully into the collection, and I think that this collection just meshes so well together. Just keep in mind that the blush and the liquid eyeshadow was not included in the collection. These are just also other purchases I made from Natasha Denona. But I think that this collection here just goes perfectly together. I think that the nude shades were very flattering. I think honestly though, both of them have really like peachy undertones. So I think that if you like more cool tone nudes, you may not be interested in these, because like this one looks like pinky peach and this one looks like nudie peach. I mean, look at the swatches at the end of the video, look at them online, and you can kind of make that decision yourself. But if you're interested in cooler tones, they're both pretty like warm peachy. I mean, I personally love, 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 love these lipsticks. Love them. Ultimately, I'm extremely happy with this holiday collection. Like just the stuff she's been coming out with recently, like the Glam palette was so up my alley. These are just so up my alley in terms of like nude kind of neutral shades, everyday like nudie kind of look. So I'm really happy with this. I'm also really happy with the Glam palette. If you want to see a review on that, click the link below. The giveaway that I announced in that video is over. I just announced the winner on Monday, but stay tuned because there will be another giveaway coming soon. So if you missed out on that, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see the swatches of all of these stuff in the holiday collection, then keep on watching. Thank you so much for watching.